Today, please talk about the gifts and the blessings of speaking in tongues by the Holy Spirit. I particularly ask you to pay attention that some of our listeners might have never heard of this spiritual gift, and some have already some understanding or heard about this a little bit or experienced it a little bit, but they need as well deeper understanding and knowledge. So please lead us step by step. What is speaking in tongues?
Myself not wondering, for many Christian people, I have some concern about this wonderful gift of the Holy Spirit, what we call speaking tongues and new languages. Those first who have not such experience, many of them do not accept for this time. That means today this gift is basically exist, but those who have this gift and they practicing, they know and they experience of for God not changed. And honestly, for my life, this is one of the most basic spiritual gift from the Lord. Like a baby for making communication later on for the around his or her life, first with the parents and after with everyone. His easiest way is a language, mother language or other language. Of course, if I go to another country, even I'm Hungarian, and I don't know the language, very difficult to communicate. We need to learn the language, or somehow those people need to know the language, what we can use for communication. For God's kingdom also have a language, this language speaking tongues. Yes, somehow it's like an angel's language. Some other part can be an earthly language. And most important is for this is a communication. This is one of the language of God, speaking tongues. Now, maybe the easiest way at first I share about how I received this gift. I remember when I baptized in water, it's also a wonderful topic. Brothers and sisters shared for the Lord is also baptized with fire, with such experience for we can speak in tongues. I was very excited, and we prayed, and I really believe for this is a biblical act by God, and my brothers and sisters also speaking tongues, so they have really faith for the Lord baptized me. And we prayed, and of course it's from God. And what happened? Nothing. Yes, I believed. We prayed. It's a God's gift, according to our faith. My brothers and sisters also believed, but not happened anything. I was most of a little bit disappointed, but somehow come in my heart, for this is his gift and he will give me in his time. And this time is just past a few days or weeks, For I remember we had a fellowship with my brother, a very, very, very old, I think over 90 years old, even blind sister in her house. And when I sit alone and I listen about this sister's testimony about life, suddenly I felt so warm. And as I don't want to disturb the sister's talk, and she don't see, for she was, as I shared, blind, just show to my friend for something happening with me. And he suddenly, oh, Laszlo is right now is baptized in the Holy Spirit. And when he said, I am at the moment begin speaking tongues without any lay hands, without any prayers, and I just speaking and cannot stop it, hours and hours. So this is how I baptize the Holy Spirit. From the moment this is be by one of the basic and foundations for life. As thanks is how the Bible teaching is for build up our spiritual life. Every day I need it filled with the Holy Spirit, my temple, myself. And when I did sometimes hours speak tongues, it's really empowered me, it strengthened me, directed me, bring so wonderful connections. It was enormous possibility for connect to God. Many, many years later, I used this gift, or God used in my life this gift, for translate through tongues about word of knowledge, a prophetic word. And before I prophesied or shared from my heart, from my spirit to other people's life, I ministered for them with word of knowledge, I always begin to speak in tongues, connect with God. And often I just discovered for under the time when I spoke this language, became picture, vision, word of knowledge, and began understanding something what I needed to deliver to my brothers and sisters. We call prophesy, and was always surprised for how God just pointed things about their life and how God make healing, how God make them encouragement through the translation about tongues and the ministry, and it's make enormous glory of God. So I just want to encourage everyone for baptize, ask the Lord this wonderful gift. Let's speaking this language. Let's connect to God. And there be a new word, a new relationship. It's not just talking about, you need an experience.